Hey everyone, I'm Imani.
And I'm Violet.
And we are
the Collegian Girls. So, Imani, how are you?
I've been good. Of course stressed. You know, the workload is getting up there, but I'm managing and we're graduating soon. So woo to that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've been really stressed too, but I mean, I'm sure all the seniors are feeling the same way right now.
For sure.
So I'm just trying to push it through. But yeah, as you guys can see, we're going virtual now. And that is the reason why we are trying to catch up, because we haven't seen each other in a while.
Yes, and we're going virtual for personal reasons, but we are still here to give you guys content and we're happy. And the episode today, we're talking about our experience as 2+2 students. So Violet, let's just get right in.
Okay, so for the people who don't know what 2+2 is, it's when you start Penn State from a branch campus for 2 years, and then you transition and go up to State College for the next 2 years. And we both went to Abington for the first 2 years. Yeah, how was your experience?
My experience was fine. It was kind of, I can say boring, only because I was a commuter. So I went from home to school. It kind of felt like high school part 2, but I felt like it was a good way to kind of see if I would like to be away from home. Although I commuted, I still got that college experience a little bit, and me being at home kind of made me want to go to main campus even more. You know what I'm saying? So it just kind of gave me that foot in the door. Hey, I'm still home, but I'm leaving soon.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. Like I wasn't ready right away, straight out of high school, to just go. So the 2+2 gave me that stepping stool of, okay, by my junior year, I'm ready. But it was a really small campus, so everyone knew everyone. I feel like that was a good part about it. I mean, there's pros and cons to that too, but if you see somebody walking on campus, you probably saw them yesterday, which is a difference with University Park. It's humongous. You see different every day.
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, I wouldn't trade the experience for the world. It was a great money option. Saved a few thousands of dollars by doing 2+2. I've met incredible people, and it was just a good time.
Yeah.
How about you? Like, how was your experience?
Well, I initially did 2+2 because I started with a different major that only was offered at the Abington campus. And I mean, I eventually changed it, but I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Like you said, it's a great way to see, like, if you want to be away from home. Like, it's a great, like, a practice, because you're away from home, but like you can still have the option to like go back every weekend or so, you know.
Exactly.
And like you said, like, it's a small campus, so everyone knew everyone, which was, of course, like, you know, pros and cons. But overall, like, I mean, at least for me, because like I didn't get that like anxiety of like walking somewhere and then be like, oh, I don't know anyone, you know. It was nice, you know. It was definitely a good practice to get used to all that environment. And the only thing I was concerned initially was, same with my friends, we were like, oh, what if we, like, you know, get behind when we go up there to State College, because we started at a different campus. But yeah, we were definitely worried about that. But besides that, I had a great time.
I had a great time too. I mean, I did say it was boring before, but I only say it was boring because I feel like I was a commuter. So I didn't get that like staying on campus part of it, but I didn't have any reason to, because I didn't live far. So why waste the money? But I felt the same, actually, just feeling like, okay, what is life going to be like away from home? University Park, is the workload going to be harder? Like, all those thoughts kind of ran across my mind, and then boom, COVID, spring.
Yes.
Spring, what was that?
It was like right after spring break, because the initial email made it sound like we were gonna just be off for like another week or two. So it almost felt like a longer spring vacation, not gonna lie.
I was happy initially.
Yeah.
We have no school. We do not have to wake up. I had 8 a.m.s back to back to back every day, almost had an 8 a.m. because I was that person who just wanted to get my classes over with. So I'm in my head, I'm like, no more 8 a.m.s. What? This is amazing. But then it kind of dragged out too long. And it's like, okay,
Yeah.
time to go back. Like,
I mean, I'm sure this was something that no one expected, but same time, like, I mean, like you said, initially we were very happy. Like, yeah, longer break, but we just didn't know it was gonna go this far. And then it affected our transition as well, at least for us who were doing 2+2.
right.
Yeah.
We don't know anyone, first of all. So we're coming to a new environment. We don't know anyone. This is just a brand new place. And then, but we're stuck. We can't even go and kind of explore the campus or meet new people. So that first semester, that fall semester of junior year was very challenging because like we just said, like we were just away from home. So didn't have mom, dad, friends that we're familiar with. And then we were just stuck on campus. So that really was a bummer.
Yeah.
But with every negative, there's a positive. And I didn't mind the Zoom classes because all I did was go over and hop online and we were in class. And you can't complain about that too much. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely like pros and cons with that too, because for me, in a way, it was helpful with the transition, I would say, because I was so nervous coming up to like somewhere new. With like, obviously, I had like some friends that came up with me and they helped a lot because I was like, okay, at least I have some people that I know. But same time, it was still a very new environment and the campus was huge. And because I had that, I mean, I had one class in person, but rest was online. So it was like with that one class, I would like go in and like kind of like, you know, get used to the ways and all that. But same time, the rest of the time I would have like, okay, no more anxiety. I'm home. I can just take this online. So yeah, it definitely did help in a way.
My roommates at the time, they helped the transition so much because they were just so nice. This was all new to all of us. COVID, not the transition, but COVID. So I kind of had them to lean on and we became a family. So that really helped me. So shout out to my old roommates because they really helped me just enjoy the state college experience, my first year here, but during a pandemic. So without them, I don't know how I would be right now.
Yeah, for
they
sure.
definitely a big impact on my experience.
Yeah, because I remember even with the catabus, like this was new, right?
Not even talking about the catabus.
Because like, yeah, like same with you and your roommates, like, you know, I mean, at least like my friends, like we all came up together. We even got a same like apartment so we can all be neighbors within that complex, right? So literally I remember the first week we were like, yo guys, like who has class at this time, let's like try to take this catabus together. And then like we kind of like we're like helping each other out. And then for that like one almost like a year, I guess, during COVID, because we didn't have like had a lot of classes in person, we would just go on campus just to sit there at the library, just to like kind of get used to the whole campus scene, you know, and that really helped too.
Yeah, I would do that too. I would go to the library, and I know I was telling you, once you know where the library is, you can get to any other place. So make sure you know where the library is. The library, you can get to the hub, you can get to Willard, and just other places that you may need to go. So that really helped me out. So shout out to the library.
Literally.
I would still be lost.
I know.
But hold on, let's talk about the catabus for 2 seconds. Off topic just a little bit, but for y'all who don't know, the catabus is always crowded, and I didn't think it was like that at first because during the pandemic, when we were like during lockdown and stuff like that, I did have one class in person as well, and the buses were not that bad. So I'm like, okay, the buses aren't bad. I thought it was like this all the time. Everybody had in-person classes. I'm like,
whoa. Oh my god, there are lines.
And it wasn't like that at Abington. To bring it back to Abington, we had shuttles. The shuttles for me, they weren't crowded or anything. They were pretty chill.
You could, and we got to just like drive ourselves.
Well, yeah, but I would drive to an off-campus parking lot, and then I would have to take the shuttle to campus. But yeah, you could definitely drive and park.
Like the parking lot situation was even like as bad as up here.
Not at all. But that's because Abington was a small campus.
True.
So we gotta be realistic here. But
Yeah.
yeah, cattle bus is crazy. That's one experience in itself.
I still only know the route from my apartment to Petit. Like I said, I always would go to Petit, even if it's like, far away, like buildings that I need to go to. I'll just stop at Petit and walk from there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like I will like know better if I like start walking from the library.
Right. Well, is there anything that you would change in your experience in the 2+2? Like, do you think that you would have came to Maine your first year? Are you happy that you did the 2+2? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll say, I mean, I do wonder what it would have been like if I had the full 4 experience with like, because like Penn State is such a big school and like there's so much more outside of like just classes, like organizations, like clubs you can join, even like the football culture, just everything, right? And I do wonder like would have been like different. But same time, like I genuinely had like great friends that I met during my first 2 years. And I still cherish those like, moments that I had with my friends. So I wouldn't say I would want to change it, but I do like wonder a little bit. How about you?
Yeah, same for me. I just feel like being at Maine the first 2 years would have opened me up to a lot more experience in our field, and it would have just made me more like comfortable away from home. Because now I still even have troubles being away from home, but mainly the experience piece. Like I have made my time here worthwhile, and I have a really good resume. But if I would have started at Maine campus from the very beginning, I feel like I would be even 10 times better than I am now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a broadcast journalism major at Abington. They didn't have anything for broadcast journalist students. I kind of just took my gen eds there, which again, very smart. It's a very smart money move. But in terms of my experience, and now that I'm applying to jobs for real, like jobs, career jobs, I feel like, wow, I'm kind of behind. And I don't know if it's just a me thing or if all seniors feel like that. I'm pretty sure we all feel like, wow, like I have much experience. But definitely I would have made my time worth it if I would have came here my freshman year. Like resume would have been packed. I would have joined so many organizations and just things would have been different. But like you said, I probably wouldn't have changed anything. I'm fine with where I'm at. I just often wonder as well, like how it would have been different if I would have.
Yeah, for sure. But I also heard like a lot of people having a little like more of a negative thought about 2+2 because they will feel like they'll be like left, apart in a way. Because they're like going to be behind and everything. They're not going to experience the full 4 years. And like you said, like, resume and everything. But what are the things that you did when you came up to get really involved with school?
So joining the Daily Collegian was one of them. I just remember getting an email for Collegian tryouts. And I was like, you know what, like, I have to do this because I have to have some type of experience in this journalism world. I didn't know what I was signing up for, but I knew I wanted to sign up. Like I needed to sign up. And it's probably one of the best decisions that I've made. Here we are doing podcasts. We're writing articles and we're just doing what we have to do. How about you?
Well, same for me because that's the thing. Like when I came up, I was like, I'm a very shy person. I'm not outgoing, but same time I was like, okay, I got to start like doing stuff. I'm not just going to sit here and think like, oh, because I didn't have the same full 4-year experience, I'm just going to sit here and do nothing and like be sad about it. No, I was like, I'm going to start doing stuff, get involved, do as much as I can and make the best out of it. And I remember getting that email from Collegian too. And then I was like, oh my God, like this is something I feel like I'll really enjoy. And like Collegian was like the biggest thing I joined. That was like the main focus for me.
Same. And I've done literally not everything. Let me not sit here and like hype it up, but I've tried lifestyle staff and I've tried being a photographer and now I'm trying podcasts and I'm a columnist instead of being a lifestyle lifestyle reporter. So I feel like with the Collegian, there's so many different things that you can do and you can try. And if you don't like this, it's okay. You don't have to do it again. So it was a really good thing that we did, I feel like.
Yeah.
Here we are today. Like, who would have thought?
I know.
We never mentioned doing podcasts until like
exactly
recently. So yeah.
I feel like even if you have like came up like a little bit like later, there are definitely so many opportunities, especially now that everything's back in person. There's so many opportunities and so many like clubs and organizations like you can join. So you really gotta like try, you know, as long as you try and make that effort, this 2+2 experience can really
be everything.
Great. Yeah.
Yes, be everything. It just sucked that our experience had to involve COVID. So like we could have had everything, literally all the experience that I'm talking to you about. Like I could have had that if I would have just had that junior year to do all of that. So it's really a bummer, but what can we do? Like we're here, we made it, we're about to graduate in a few months, and that's all that matters. Like
yeah.
But overall, I think 2+2 is a wonderful experience. And I would recommend it to people who are thinking about it. And if you're doing 2+2, or if you have done 2+2, I'm pretty sure you can relate to some of the things that we talked about.
Yeah, it's definitely something to look into.
For sure. For incoming.
Yeah.
But so what was your biggest takeaway doing 2+2?
To be honest, even if we kind of felt like we didn't know a lot of people and everything like that, like a lot of connections I had from the branch campus helped as well, because they were like not just Abington. Like when I came up here, I met so many other people that were from the branch campuses, and we kind of like understood and like relate. So each other like helped out a lot, you know, like joining other things, like, you know, like informations and all that. So if you use that wisely, then it could be a plus that no one else has, you know. We have a unique experience. If you use it wisely, then yeah.
Yes. I would say my biggest takeaway is just cherishing moments that you're living in, because they can be stripped away, just like it was for us. So just cherishing every moment that we have, you know, and making it the best moment we can make it. Because even through COVID and through the transition, we were able to join the Collegian, join other organizations, and have so many published articles. And that's just amazing for two students who have been through a lot like us.
Yeah.
So that's all that we have for you all today. I hope you guys enjoyed. And again, I'm Imani.
And I'm Violet.
We are
the Collegian Girls.
And we will see you on next week.